I'm really excited today to have Adam Herwagen from MURAL to demonstrate the integration of MURAL with Microsoft Teams. Take it away, Adam.
Thanks, Bill. Hey, everyone. Like Bill mentioned, my name's Adam Herwagen, and I lead our Microsoft partnership at MURAL. And here to talk to you today a little bit about our MURAL app for Teams, our partnership with Microsoft, and really figure out, applied use cases for the MURAL app for Teams and why we've been successful. Okay, so starting out with what is MURAL? If you haven't heard of us before, at the most basic sense, we're in the virtual whiteboarding category, but we've really been leading the space in the enterprise for over 10 years now, and really consider ourselves a collaborative intelligence company. So on top of the standard whiteboarding space that you would see in most whiteboarding platforms, we also enable things like facilitation superpowers, a whole library of templates, and a support team to help your organization really onboard effectively and leverage methods and templates towards collaboration outcomes. A big part of our company strategy at this point and our success has been our integration with Microsoft Teams. The Teams platform has enabled both Microsoft Teams and us to power better meeting outcomes together through sharing live canvases of murals directly to a meeting to stage, and more other things I'll demonstrate moving forward. So getting just a little bit into our partnership with Microsoft. So like I mentioned, we've been partnered with Microsoft for a few years now, and it really grew and kicked off in a major way with our MURAL app for Teams. We recently won the Partner of the Year award for our Teams app in Apps and Solutions for Microsoft. And then on top of that, we also have a long-term joint product roadmap. So our, powered by Azure and enable customers to use us towards their Azure bill. We have Azure DevOps integrations to import sticky notes directly into MURAL, OneDrive to do the same for OneDrive files, a Surface Hub app, and speaking of being in the enterprise, part of the reason we're partnered with Microsoft so closely is that we have a focus on enterprise security, et cetera. And so we recently received a Microsoft 365 certification, which is essentially their stamp of approval that they've gone through all the security checks they would with developing one of their own apps, but with MURAL. Moving on to the MURAL app for Teams. So MURAL in and of itself helps transform disengaged conversations into more productive, engaging meetings and workshops. You can see that here on the right top panel right here with MURAL shared to stage to a meeting. And what we really see that this eliminate is the toggling tax that people take from switching between Teams where they collaborate and communicate to MURAL where they do more intense, deep collaboration. Similarly, you can power this type of collaboration asynchronously with MURAL within Teams and within Teams chat, and also do things like brainstorming, ideating, and prototyping directly from within Teams. So to move on to the customer benefit, this idea of the toggling tax is something that Harvard Business Review brought up through a study, but essentially consumers are switching between apps over 1,200 times a day, 4 hours a week, and 9% of the work year. And our customer surveys and outcomes have pretty much shown that using MURAL and Teams together helps empower more engaging meetings, increases productivity, and gives people time back to focus on collaboration outcomes. So one example of a stat from 10,000 MURAL app for Teams users that were surveyed is that 100% of marketing and advertising organizations that actually used our Teams app reduced the time spent switching between these applications, this toggling tax, which enabled them to bring more time back to collaborating directly and asynchronously with their colleagues. Financial services, which is a huge space for us, have seen more productive meetings, so better meetings and workshops as a result of using Mural from within teams. And then 80% of the consultants of those 10,000 that we surveyed saw an increase in participation and overall meeting engagement using our app for teams. I'm going to now dive into a demo.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabby Francesco, Senior Product Marketing Manager at Mural. I'm going to walk you through the Mural integration with Microsoft Teams so that you can understand why I'm so excited about the possibilities when you can bring a Mural directly into any channel, chat, or video meeting. This is just one step towards our vision of a seamless, secure collaboration suite powered by Microsoft and Mural together. Let's take a look. I'm going to turn this demonstration into a story about how a great idea becomes a cross-functional project. Let's say my colleague Jessie and I are responsible for OKR planning for our entire product organization. In the old days, we might have chatted back and forth, but we're on different time zones, so it's hard to follow the conversation or find a good time for a meeting. Instead, I share a planning mural with her in the chat, and we each open the mural in our personal app. Now, we can work on a mural together at the same time or different times, just like we would within the Mural web app. We leave each other comments and feedback in the mural. Now, we're aligned and ready to bring the larger team to get their ideas for the OKRs. I've added the mural to the channel, and Jessie and I also share a note to the team with context and deadlines. The mural I've pinned here explains the OKRs process to new team members and has activity instructions in the outline. I can turn on private mode to avoid groupthink and then create a section for feedback and questions in the mural. I can also choose to have my notifications set so I can see when team members enter the mural and if they leave a comment. This is a great way to keep asynchronous work moving forward and have a persistent record of your team's current projects right where you need them. Once I've reviewed the team's ideas, I'm ready to make some decisions during a live meeting. To make sure everyone feels included and engaged, I can add the mural to the meeting invitation, where all the content has been added so far, and where further decision-making can take place. Flash forward to the team meeting. When I click Share to Stage, everyone can join the mural just like they would from the web app, except it's directly within Teams. No tab switching or needing to send links out. Together, we can use Mural's facilitation superpowers features to guide the meeting. This means summoning everyone to the same section of the mural, laser pointer to direct their attention, and even an anonymous vote to quickly make decisions. With decisions made and everyone aligned on our goals for the quarter, this meeting actually ends early. I wrap up by adding the meeting mural back as a tab in the team channel, so anyone who couldn't attend has a record of decisions. And that's a quick example of how your existing workflows in the Microsoft ecosystem can be enhanced with Mural's visual thinking and facilitation features. No more misunderstandings or lost ideas from DMing back and forth at different times. Say goodbye to unproductive, boring meetings with the Mural app for Teams.
Now, if you could speak to the differences between Mural and Teams Whiteboard, and folks, if you have any other questions, put them in chat or come off mute.
Yeah, so this is a common one we get, obviously, with a lot of joint account conversations between Mural and Microsoft and us driving together on a lot of deals. I think the key differences to point out are the way that we see it is that there are great use cases for Whiteboard, and there are great uses for Mural and the Mural app for Teams. I think we find that Whiteboard is a great fit for situations in which you're looking to do things that you would do more ad hoc with a real whiteboard, like pull something up quick to get to alignment, to do quick brainstorming, etc., more like on the go. Whereas Mural, through some of the features that you saw in that demo video with things like facilitation superpowers, the ability to unveil content as you go, to guide people throughout a mural and to solicit feedback. Those enable more facilitated exercises that you would need to do with larger groups that require, for things like OKR planning, design sprints, etc., that require a lot of work before the meeting, intense collaboration during the meeting, and continued follow-up after the meeting. And I think we find that Mural is a really good fit for any, and we're a really good fit for B2B for that reason, because there's a lot of sort of organizational design, there's a lot of product management, and just general client-facing use cases where you could be doing that not just live in the meeting, but before, during, and after. Little difference between Mural and Microsoft Whiteboard is that we've been singularly focused on this for over 10 years, and recently acquired a company called Luma Institute.
Yeah, I've heard the breadth of templates issue with customers who've asked about Mural. Thank you.
And then in terms of industries, financial services is our number one industry. If most of the banks that you know about globally, we have a strong presence with, as well as in financial services. And then consulting and technology are also big for us. Consulting for the reason of having a great client experience and getting all of their feedback. And then technology, like I mentioned, anything where you're building software, there's a lot of intense collaboration and process that needs to happen to put that into place. And Mural helps drive those outcomes, get the feedback, and incorporate the entire organization towards building better software.
Excellent. Thank you, Adam. Great job. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we love Mural. So glad to have this partnership and want to see it only further bring those rich capabilities into teams. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Phil.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Etoff, and I lead partner success here at Mural, the leading provider of digital workplaces for visual and digital collaboration. More than an online whiteboard, Mural is where everyone contributes equally and hard problems are solved faster. I'm here with 5 tips for using the new Mural integration with Microsoft Teams to make collaboration and alignment better in both live meetings and on asynchronous projects. If your teams are tired of unproductive meetings, these tips are for you. This is a new Teams and integration feature that we're really excited about. It's not a share to screen functionality. It's a way to actively visually collaborate together at the same time directly within Teams. At Mural, we really believe if you're adding a meeting to everyone's schedule, you have a responsibility to make it effective and, yes, fun. This means agendas, time boxing, icebreakers, and following other facilitation best practices. Whether you're leading a workshop, team brainstorm, or agile ceremony, using Mural's facilitation superpower features will help your collaborators stay focused and productive. Try Summon to bring everyone to the same part of the mural, voting, laser pointer, custom toolbar to simplify the experience for new visual collaborators, and even a confetti celebration to celebrate wins together. Async collaboration is actually one of the best ways to improve the quality of your meetings. It makes your meetings more inclusive of multiple time zones and frees up calendar time for strategic conversation and work that needs real-time alignment. To set up async projects within Mural, add instructions for your collaborators in the outline, and then add the Mural as a tab in your team channel. Now, everyone can use sticky notes, text boxes, diagramming, shapes, and even GIFs to explain their ideas and proposals on their own time and time zone. With Mural, you can even facilitate async voting sessions to narrow down ideas and prioritize work. Breakout groups are a best practice for many online classes, team building events, board meetings, and workshops with a large number of collaborators. But even small breakout groups can find it hard to make conversations productive and stay on track without a facilitator in the room the entire time. By setting each breakout group up with a mural that includes an outline and instructions for their session, it's easy to make sure everyone is productive and no one is lost. You can create channels for each breakout group and add their mural as a tab, or send the links via the breakout group chat. Another benefit, everyone has a persistent record of the workshop key takeaways for reference later. When you're facilitating a meeting, especially if everyone's remote, all it takes is a momentary glitch to lose people. After all, Who hasn't been interrupted recently by kids or pets or even internet outages? But by using Mural and the structure of teams to organize workshop sessions, it's easy to keep participants focused and avoid any need to switch between tabs or apps. I recommend matching your murals and channel setup with your session flow. For example, I might create a separate tab in Mural for any pre-work I need participants to contribute to, a tab for the icebreaker mural, and a tab for each day of main workshop activities. I also recommend creating a private channel for workshop facilitators to communicate with each other, especially if it's a large workshop or event. We've all been here. You're in the zone with some good ideas or to-do lists in a chat, but there's no clear follow-ups or owners. Quickly create a mural in your channel and send it to everyone so the conversation becomes captured and no one's great ideas are lost in a long chat scroll. Add the mural as a tab so that it stays present in your channel until the project is completed. Collaborating in a mural is a great way to move your one-on-one meetings with direct reports into documented, actionable sessions. We have mural templates pre-built for one-on-ones that you can pin as a tab in your chat with each colleague for easy reference. And now, you're ready to inspire creativity and drive work forward with the power of Mural inside of Microsoft Teams.